The truth? Okay, let's start with that. If you are mentally weak, you are never going to be successful. What's up, gentlemen? So today I want to talk about a topic that is probably one of the most important topics that I've ever talked about, and that is mental toughness. If you are mentally strong, it is going to allow you to be successful at life. This doesn't mean that life is going to be easy. It doesn't mean that relationships are going to be easier, making money is going to be easy, but it gives you the tools that you need in order to do the hard work that it requires in order to make it happen. But on the flip side, if you are weak mentally or emotionally, you are never truly going to accomplish your goals. Today, guys, I'm going over 8 habits that make you mentally weak. The first habit that makes you mentally weak is doing self-destructive things when you know that they're bad for you. You know, self-destructive behaviors are something I think that we all struggle with from time to time. I know I have, and I still do to this day. But when you know that it's bad for you, whether or not it's drinking alcohol, doing drugs, sleeping with people, you know, surfing porn, whatever it is, we know that we shouldn't be doing it. We know that we feel bad afterwards. And the reason why we feel bad is because we've probably told ourselves, hey, I'm not going to do that anymore. It's over. I'm done, which brings us to the second habit of mentally weak people. You have the inability to commit to a plan or a goal. Perfect example of this is New Year's resolutions, right? What happens? Everybody going into the New Year's like, yo, I'm gonna do it this year. I'm gonna lose 100 pounds. I'm gonna quit smoking. I'm gonna be nicer to my dickhead cousin Brad, right? And what happens? 2 days in, you're good. But then as you start to actually go, your ability to stay strong mentally and emotionally deteriorates. When the going gets tough, mentally weak people stop. They change directions. They quit. As opposed to somebody that is strong emotionally or mentally, they have the ability to be resilient and push through the pain, push through the feelings of self-doubt. For mentally strong or tough people, gentlemen, it's an internal drive and motivation that keep them moving forward towards that goal. But if you are weak, guys, and you give up before you ever really give yourself a fighting chance to be successful, this is something you definitely need to work on. The third thing that makes somebody, unfortunately, mentally weak is looking for validation through other people. If your self-worth is based on other people's opinions of you, gentlemen, this is a sign of mental weakness, all right? Mentally strong people, they have an internal belief in themselves. They get self-esteem from doing and accomplishing things and knowing that they bring value to the world and they are going to try their damnedest to kick ass. But if you are somebody that relies on other people to tell you, great job, Bobby, keep going, you're incredible, constantly posting pictures on social media and waiting and living for those thumbs up or likes or validation, gentlemen, you are never going to truly feel good about yourself because you're never going to get the fulfillment that comes from feeling incredible about yourself. Gentlemen, it's got to be from within. If it's an external force that's making you feel good about yourself, it's not mental strength. The fourth habit of mentally weak men is being impulsive with your spending. Not having a financial plan for the future. You're not saving anything. If you see something you want, boom, you're buying it, even if you don't have the money, even if you don't have any money saved. Mentally strong men understand the concept of delayed gratification. They know that they better save now so that in the future, they're in a great situation. People that are mentally weak, guys, they're just gonna buy whatever they want. They're not saving anything. Guys, if you are somebody that wants to experience mental strength, you've got to start taking care of yourself financially. Mentally strong men understand the importance of investing. They know they got to live below their means. They know that they've got to put their savings to work in order to be in a great position in the future. If I could go back in time and start investing earlier, guys, I would be killing it on a level that is hard to imagine. But I was a bonehead. I didn't understand. I thought that investing was like super complex. I thought that I needed a ton of money. I also happen to not have a badass platform like you do, which is today's video sponsor, Wealthfront. Guys, Wealthfront is an incredible platform that makes investing simple, easy, and accessible. Not to mention affordable. Guys, if you hit that link down below, invest.wealthfront.com/alpha, you can open a Wealthfront account for $500. It only takes a few minutes, and when you open and fund your Wealthfront account, then Wealthfront does what it does. They have an incredible platform that is going to go to work and do the investing for you. It takes the guesswork out of it. And the cool thing, guys, is that their management fee is itty bitty. It's like 0.25%. But the cool thing is that if you go through our link and open your account, guys, invest.wealthfront.com/alpha, for the first $5,000 that you invest into your Wealthfront account, they're going to manage it for free for life. Wealthfront is kind of like the set it and forget it approach to investing. You know, once you fund your account, then their software, which has been designed by like PhDs, goes in and does its work. Wealthfront software will also help employ strategies to rebalance your portfolio based on your specific risk threshold, which is incredible. It also will look for opportunity to save you on taxes through something called tax loss harvesting. Wealthfront will build you a portfolio based on your individual risk tolerance. But here's the cool thing. If you're somebody that actually wants to build your own portfolio, you can do that as well through Wealthfront, which is incredible for somebody who wants all of the benefits of an automated investing platform, but just wants a little more freedom and flexibility to direct the investments so that they're actually investing in things that they believe in. Meaning, like, if you're passionate about healthcare, technology, clean energy, you can actually invest and build a portfolio that aligns closely with your beliefs and goals. Guys, hit the link down below, invest.wealthfront.com/alpha. If you go through our link, guys, for the first $5,000 that you invest into your Wealthfront account, it's going to get managed for free for life. And remember, it only takes a few minutes and $500 to open an account. Guys, one of the best ways to put your savings to work is to invest in a globally diversified portfolio of low-cost index funds. This is something that has been around for years, and now it's accessible for you. The fifth habit of mentally weak men is doing what's easy as opposed to what's right, and I'm talking about peer pressure. Mentally weak men are notorious for giving into peer pressure, right? Somebody who's mentally strong, if they don't want to do something, if they know that it's not right, they're not going to do it. But somebody who is mentally weak, even though they know that it's wrong or that they shouldn't be doing it, they're going to do it because it's easier just to go along with the flow and give in to your friends or the peer pressure. Mentally weak men are so worried about what other people are going to say, what they're going to do, what they're going to think. Mentally strong men are like, F it, I don't care. You don't like it? You don't like that I'm not going out and getting drunk? You don't like that I'm not doing the same self-destructive shit that you're doing? Whatever. This is me. This is my life. I'm mentally strong, so fuck it. The sixth habit of mentally weak men is they never take ownership for their mistakes. Instead, what they like to do is blame other people. I didn't do it, not my fault. Mentally weak men are so worried about how it's going to look. They never can take ownership, say they're sorry. When they screw something up, they're too busy blaming other people, trying to hide from the things that they did. Gentlemen, somebody who's strong mentally, they're like, yo, I'm sorry. Did you hear that? I'm sorry. I messed this up. My fault. My bad. I got this. I'll fix it. The seventh habit of mentally weak men is that they suppress their emotions. They never deal with their issues. Gentlemen, one of the things that is going to separate you from everybody else is being strong mentally and emotionally. It doesn't mean you don't have emotions, and when you feel something, you shouldn't press it down. You need to embrace it. You need to deal with it. And if you've got crap from your past that is preventing you from being successful or preventing you from being happy, guess what? It's time to deal with it, because until you do, you're never going to be strong mentally or emotionally. You're always allowing the pain from the past to interfere with your ability to kick ass and move forward. Unfortunately, we live in a time in a society where it's still not like super socially acceptable for guys to have feelings and emotions and to deal with them, right? And so a lot of guys suppress it. A lot of guys think that, hey, if I show any type of emotion, it's vulnerability. The truth, if you have the ability to be vulnerable and honest with your emotions to other people, it's like a freaking superpower. Not only are other people going to feel closer and more connected to you, you also are going to be healthier and happier because you're not pushing it down and suppressing it. Guys, you got to let it out. If you've got issues from your past you got to deal with it. And the reason why you got to deal with it is because you are worth it. And until you do, it's always going to hold you back. And it's going to prevent you from being happy and healthy. Guys, the last thing and habit of mentally weak people is not standing up for yourself. Mentally strong men have the ability to stand up for themselves. If somebody's treating them poorly, they say no, or they get out of that relationship or that situation. But if you are somebody that is mentally weak, you never speak your mind, you never stand up for yourself. I know, because that used to be my game, right? I used to be super mentally weak. I didn't have the ability to say no and to stand up for myself because I was scared. What I was scared of, I'm not sure. It's some collateral damage from my childhood and abusive stepfathers. When you finally find your voice and your ability to say, no, you're not allowed to treat me that way. No, I'm not going to deal with this. No, you're not going to take advantage of me, gentlemen. Guess what? Everything in your life gets better, and that is what I want for you. I love you. I think you're incredible, but you got to stop being so damn mentally weak. If you're doing any of the 8 things we talked about, guess what? You are. You stop it, you fix it, and you will have mental strength, and your life will get better.